A lot of people think it's hard to hold on to situations, but it's actually harder to let go. All right? A lot of people do not live their lives to the fullest because they're stuck on holding on to some imaginary life that they hoped, wished, or had in the past. And for one reason or another, it didn't work out the way they wanted it to. But they're stuck. Okay? And the truth is, it really doesn't matter what yesterday took from you. Okay? It doesn't matter whose fault it is. What matters most is, what are you doing with what you have today? That's what it boils down to. All right? It doesn't matter what yesterday took from you. It only matters what you do today. All right? Old man told me, he says, there's 2 days you can do nothing about. Yesterday and tomorrow. All right? He says, if you want to live your life to the fullest, what you do is you take all your energy that you put into yesterday, the complaining, that I wish I could, I wish I would, this person did me wrong. All those things take energy. It takes focus. Okay? It takes energy and it takes focus. If you took all that energy and all that focus and you applied it into today, can't worry about tomorrow. Okay? You applied it into today, did everything you could do today, brought all your enthusiasm, your energy, your passion for life, and put it into today, you actually have a chance at being able to dictate your future. But your energy is priceless. Okay? Your energy is priceless. And every ounce of energy, especially negative energy, that you put into yesterday is wasted. Yesterday is a day you can do nothing about. Nothing. Let it go. And I see this happen to so many people. It's like every single time you meet them, every single time you talk to them, right? They're still holding on to fragments of what was done to them, what they lost, what they could have or should have been. So they never get a chance to ever fully focus on where you are now, what you have in front of you, all your possibilities for tomorrow, because you're still stuck on yesterday, And sometimes, unless you let go of the life you've planned and start actively living the life that is right in front of you, you will lose your life. And for what? Because you only get one time around. Every day you spend is a day lost. Every day you spend is a day you could have been living the life that is in front of you. And we all have dreams, okay? We all have dreams. We all have things that we may have wanted. Best plans that we had made. I remember my best plans from my 20s, my 30s. Man. And because I had the capacity to lay the past down and build a future with what I had, build with the future with all my hopes, and not be drugged down by yesterday. Right now, I look at what I have now, and it trumps what I thought I wanted. Sometimes not getting what you want is not a bad thing at all. Sometimes going through hard times is not a bad thing at all. And as a matter of fact, let me restate that. Going through hard times is not a bad thing at all. I feel sorry for people who have not seen hard times. Because I would tell you, the hardest of times for me galvanized my spirit. Because I look at it and say, I can go through that. I can go through anything. All right. But it was a learning lesson. All right. I had to go through life. I had to understand life. I had to lose. I had to lose to learn how to better build the life that was more conducive to me. I actually am, people always ask questions like, if you could go back and change the past, what would you change? And even the toughest of things, I look at it and I was like, but you know what? Had I not gone through that, had it not knocked me down, knocked all the air out of me to where I had to bury my pride, my ego, and say, okay, but what are we going to do now? Flat on your back. Had that not happened to me, I don't know if I'm the person I am today. In fact, I'm sure I'm probably not. Okay? But that only came from, number one, accepting it. Not only accepting it, but accepting my part, because we can always blame other people. It's easy to blame other people, And sometimes, yes, they did play a part. A lot of times, yes, it may be someone else's fault. But it's still your responsibility to build your future. And the only way you can do that is you have to let go of your past. One of the slides I put up today, right, is very, very powerful to me. And it says, don't let yesterday take up too much of today. Think about that. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. How much of your time, energy, vibration do you spend stuck in yesterday? Because every minute that happens, right, is robbing you of today. Okay? You're robbing yourself of the happiness, the enthusiasm, the hope, the ability. Because a lot of times when you stay stuck in the past, right, and you're still stuck on yesterday, you're looking at everything through yesterday's lens. You're a different person now. Things have changed, right? And most importantly, you can't do anything about it. But if you actually looked at what you had today, the good and the bad, you'll find opportunities, you'll find avenues, and you may be surprised that it may offer you an even better tomorrow than you had ever thought you would have. Why? Just simply because you let go, looked at what you had, changed your perspective of light and on life, and move forward. But either way, you don't have a choice. Letting go of yesterday is not really a choice. It's not a either or. It's something that you must do. And if you don't do it, you die. Every single day you stay stuck on something that's dead and gone, it kills you a little bit. It's almost like having a dead bad fruit next to a good fruit. You have to separate yesterday from today. You have to. And if you can't do that for yourself, you're done. Okay? Stop blaming everyone. You were there too, in most cases. And you know what I always tell people? Here's the beautiful thing about it. Let's imagine if you had no fault to play in this, not a single one. Even better. Why are you beating yourself up about something you didn't do? You still have to move on. Doesn't matter if they apologize. People are always looking to other people for closure. Other people don't give you closure. You give yourself closure. People are always looking to other people to say sorry. Other people to come back and fix it. Why are you going to do that? Nobody cares. And I'll acknowledge again, it is very difficult to let go. All right? But it's very damaging to hold on. All right? It's very damaging to hold on. You will wreck your whole life. You will wreck the lives of the people around you holding on. What yesterday could have been, trying to dictate and get the same life you had. Mad. If I would have done that, I would be stuck. And the only person I would have to blame would be myself, which It's the only person you have to blame if that's your situation. You're the one keeping you stuck on a dead yesterday. All right? Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. Don't do it. Because right now, the future you have will be based off of the decisions you make today. And we talked about it. The 3 things that impact you: your health, your knowledge, and your associations. What's your mental health like? You know, are you dreaming of a better day? What are you doing as far as working on that? Are you growing yourself? Are you growing yourself intellectually, spiritually? Are you becoming a better person? All right. And who are you associating with? Because the people you associate with affect that. Trees don't grow on dead soil. You need people to nourish you. Who's nourishing you? Who's around you that's feeding your mind, your body, and your soul? Are you nourishing yourself on a daily basis? Amazing things will happen to your future if you can take your eyes off your past. All right. I met this old man, you know, I said, how you doing? He's taking it day by day. And I laughed, and that's our greeting, you know. How you doing? And taking it day by day, you know, one day at a time. I said, well, last I checked, you can't do 2. You can't do 2 days at a time, guys. And a lot of people are trying to live yesterday, tomorrow, and today all at one time. They're mad about yesterday. They're not doing anything about the day, but yet they fear tomorrow. Come on now. Let's get it together. All right? You know, something to think about, right? Put all that energy, that enthusiasm, put it into today. Because that's the only way you affect tomorrow. And I always tell myself, I would try to remind myself, we work hard to produce the tomorrow we want. But we have to release ourselves of the outcome. Okay? Release yourself of the outcome. Understand how much about life you don't dictate. All right? Put your energy into today. There you go. And that's it. They say, y'all getting your hamburger. There you go. All you want to do is put your energy, do the best you can. I always tell people, as long as I can buy myself a burger, guess what? I'm okay. Because I get to work. I get to work on building tomorrow. And that's what life is all about. Investing yourself in something in your future, something bigger. But not being stuck on what you lost, what you could have had, what you had before, what it could have been. That's not where you want to be. So, something to think about.